H2. Have you ever loved someone so deeply that you ignored every red flag just to keep them in your life? Yeah, that was me. And when she left me for another guy, she didn't just break my heart. She destroyed my confidence, my friendships, and almost my future. But 2 years later, she came back, crying, begging, saying she made the biggest mistake of her life. And that's when I decided I was finally going to teach her the perfect lesson. Not with violence, not with screaming, but with something far worse, the truth. My name's Ethan, and when I met Vanessa, I genuinely thought she was the woman I was going to marry. We met at a rooftop party in Chicago. She had this energy that pulled people in instantly. Confident, beautiful, funny, dangerous in the kind of way you don't notice until it's too late. That night, she looked at me and said, "Why are you standing alone?" I laughed awkwardly. "Guess I'm not great at parties." She smirked. "I hate fake people anyway." That one sentence got me hooked. For the first 6 months, everything felt perfect. We traveled together, cooked together, stayed up talking until 3 a.m. about our dreams. She used to hold my face and say, "You're the only man who's ever understood me." And stupidly, I believed her. Looking back now, the signs were obvious. She always needed attention, male attention. If we went out, she'd flirt with waiters, post revealing pictures online just to watch guys flood her comments. And whenever I brought it up, she'd flip it on me. "You're insecure, you're controlling, you're jealous." So eventually, I stopped speaking up. I started apologizing for things I wasn't even doing. That's what toxic love does. It rewires your brain until you think disrespect is normal. Then came Tyler, her work friend. Yeah, that guy. Every relationship has that guy. At first she said, "He's just a coworker." Then suddenly they were texting every night. Then lunch breaks together. Then late meetings. I knew what was happening, but I didn't want to believe it. Because once you admit the truth, you realize the person you love is already gone. One Friday night, Vanessa told me she had a business dinner. Something felt off immediately. Her perfume was stronger than usual. She spent almost an hour getting ready. And when I kissed her goodbye, she barely looked at me. Around midnight, I got this weird feeling in my stomach. You know that feeling? When your body knows the truth before your mind accepts it. So I checked her location. Yeah, she forgot we still shared locations. And she wasn't at any restaurant. She was at a luxury apartment downtown. I drove there immediately, my hands shaking the entire way. I kept praying I was wrong. Please let me be wrong. But when I got there, I saw her, laughing, kissing Tyler outside the building. Like I never existed. Like our 3 years together meant absolutely nothing. I remember feeling completely numb. Not angry, not sad, just empty. Then she saw me, and instead of guilt, she looked annoyed. Annoyed. "Ethan." I cut her off. "How long?" She rolled her eyes. "Does it matter?" That sentence destroyed me more than the cheating itself. Does it matter? Tyler stood there smirking, like he'd won some prize. And Vanessa looked at me and said, "I didn't mean for you to find out like this." Find out? Like this was some misunderstanding? I looked at her and asked the dumbest question imaginable. "Did you ever love me?" She paused, and that pause told me everything. After that night, she didn't just leave me. She erased me, blocked me everywhere, started posting Tyler nonstop, vacation photos, romantic captions, fake happiness. Mutual friends stopped talking to me. Told people I was emotionally unstable, that I was obsessive, controlling, even though she was the one cheating. I lost people I trusted because of her lies. And honestly, that broke me harder than the breakup. For months, I barely functioned. I stopped going to the gym, stopped answering calls, stopped caring. One night my older brother came over and looked at me sitting in the dark. And he said something that changed my life. "She didn't destroy you, Ethan. You handed her the weapon." That hit me hard. Because he was right. I had built my entire identity around someone who never truly respected me. So slowly, I started rebuilding. I deleted every picture of her, hit the gym again, started therapy, focused on my career, and for the first time in years, I started choosing myself. 2 years passed, and my life completely changed. I got promoted, moved into a luxury apartment, started my own consulting business. Physically, best shape of my life. Mentally, stronger than ever. And the craziest part, I stopped thinking about Vanessa. Until one night, my phone buzzed. Unknown number. I almost ignored it. But then I opened the message. "Hey Ethan, I know I probably don't deserve a response, but can we talk?" My stomach dropped instantly. Vanessa. After 2 years. I stared at the message for a long time. Then another text came. "I miss you." Funny. People only miss you after they ruin you. Curiosity got the better of me, so we met at a coffee shop. The moment she walked in, I almost didn't recognize her. Not because she looked bad, but because she looked tired, broken. The confidence she used to wear like armor was gone. She sat across from me quietly, then said, "You look good." I smiled politely. "What do you want, Vanessa?" "Tyler cheated on me." I almost laughed. Of course he did. She continued. "He drained my savings, lied to me, manipulated me." The irony was unbelievable. She was describing herself. Then tears filled her eyes. "I made the biggest mistake of my life leaving you." There it was, the classic return. Not because she loved me, because her other option failed. I asked her something simple. If Tyler treated you perfectly, would you even be here? Silence. Again. That silence always told the truth. Now here's where most people expect some crazy revenge plan. But real revenge isn't screaming. It isn't destruction. It's indifference. Still, I wanted her to understand exactly what she did to me. So I invited her to a charity gala my company was hosting the following week. She seemed shocked. "You still want me around?" I smiled. Of course. But I had a plan. At the gala, Vanessa showed up looking stunning, like she wanted to remind me who she used to be. People kept asking if she was my girlfriend, and every single time, I answered calmly, "No, she's someone from my past." I watched that sentence slowly destroy her confidence throughout the night. Then came the final moment. Near the end of the event, my business partner walked onto the stage to thank everyone. And during his speech he said, "I also want to thank Ethan for everything he's overcome these past few years. Most people don't know this, but he built this company after surviving one of the darkest betrayals of his life." Vanessa froze, because she realized everyone there respected me, not because of her, but despite her. After the speech, she pulled me aside, tears in her eyes again. "You're punishing me." And I looked her dead in the face and said, "No, Vanessa, life already did that." Outside the venue, she begged one last time, "Please, can we try again?" I looked at her for a long moment. Part of me remembered the girl I once loved, but another part remembered the sleepless nights, the lies, the humiliation, the way she looked annoyed after getting caught cheating. And I realized something important. Missing someone doesn't mean they deserve access to you again. So I smiled softly and said, "I forgive you." Her eyes lit up. But then I continued, "That doesn't mean I want you back." I watched her expression collapse, and for the first time, I felt free. Not because I hurt her, but because she no longer had power over me. She whispered, "I really did love you." Maybe she did, in her own broken way. But love without respect is poison. I turned around and walked away. And this time, I never looked back. If someone betrays you, Don't waste your life trying to destroy them. Build yourself so high that they can never reach you again. Because the best revenge is becoming someone they'll never deserve twice. A.P.